A discharged soldier rushed into his home, only to find his wife disheveled and flustered. When he pulled open the curtains, a strange man was standing right there. The soldier stood silently, not showing a hint of anger. Without saying a word, his wife handed him divorce papers. He signed them without hesitation and walked away. Turns out, just a few days earlier, he had a chance encounter on a train that would change everything. That day, a beautiful woman was struggling to lift her suitcase onto the luggage rack. It was clearly too heavy for her, and as she lost her grip, the suitcase tumbled to the ground. Luke, the soldier, saw what happened and rushed over to help. But just as he reached her, the train lurched violently, causing him to stumble and fall right into her arms. They both froze, caught in an awkward moment. In the chaos, neither of them noticed that they had accidentally picked up the wrong train tickets. Luke was about to say something to her, maybe even strike up a conversation, when the woman, who was carsick, suddenly threw up all over him. By the time he cleaned himself up and returned to his seat, she had already fallen asleep. Because of the mixed-up tickets, Luke ended up getting off the train early to transfer to a bus. To his surprise, the same woman, Caitlin, was already on the bus. That's when they realized they had taken each other's tickets by mistake. The coincidence sparked a conversation, and the two quickly connected. Just as the conversation was getting good, two men boarded the bus and sat down right next to Caitlin. They started harassing her relentlessly. Of course, Luke couldn't just sit by and watch. He confronted the men, telling them to back off. But the men, clearly not used to being challenged, got up ready to fight. He saw right through their bravado and easily handled the situation. Unfortunately, the bus driver kicked Luke off the bus along with the two troublemakers. As he watched Caitlin ride off in the distance, it seemed like that would be the end of their story. But fate had other plans. While walking to the next station, Luke saw Caitlin again, this time sitting in the middle of the road, crying. Touched by Luke's kindness and quiet strength, Caitlin finally opened up. She had been attending college when a professor took advantage of her, coaxing her into a relationship. When she found out she was pregnant, he abandoned her completely. With nowhere else to turn, Caitlin packed up and headed home. But her father was a strict, prideful man who viewed family honor as everything. Caitlin was trapped, ashamed, scared, and out of options, so she sat on the roadside, crying. That's when Luke offered her an idea. He suggested that she pretend to bring a husband home, just long enough to avoid suspicion. Once the moment passed, she could slip away quietly, leaving behind a farewell letter explaining everything. But Caitlin couldn't believe what she was hearing. To her, it sounded like a ridiculous plan.
There's nobody.
There's me. Just go blank. The trick was to get your mind on something else.